Hi guys, it's ASMR Noir, and this is going to be a small update video, just. And I'm also going to talk to you a little bit about some things that I have cooking. I hope you have a lovely day, by the way, or night. I can just tell you that it's night in Sweden, and it's kind of like a heat wave, so it's really hot, and I had to put out my fan because the sound it makes doesn't really improve the quality of the ASMR in the video, I think. Anyway, by the time you see this, I think I had put out my horror video. Yes, which I did for a friend, Victoria Frankenstein. Check out her channel, by the way. She has a lot of cool stuff. And what I wanted to talk to you about was something called TAD. I will put the link in the description. And TAD is a way for you to support your favorite ASMR artists or just YouTubers, creators, by watching short ads. And by watching these ads you get points, kind of, and these points you can then give the creator of your choice, and by that you don't have to pay any real money, and yeah, you can just watch a couple of ads and gather up the points and then give it to the persons that you want to support. So I will from now on I will put the link so you can go to that app. It's an app that you download, I think. I'm not really 100% how it works, and I can also give a shout out because I know two other friends who has it, Singing ASMR and Indigo Stars, which are both amazing channels for you to watch, check out if you haven't already. I also want to talk to you about Patreon. I now have a Patreon, which is also linked down there somewhere. And Patreon is also a way to support your favorite creators, ASMR artists and so on. And you do that by you pledge an amount each month, and you get some exclusive content. I have only just started with this, and I'm not really sure how to set up everything, but I have it like this. It's also on the Patreon page because I can't remember in my head how much it is, but for the lowest price you get a wallpaper each month, which I do myself. I make a special wallpaper. It can be like perhaps something I draw, which isn't ASMR related or related to my channel, or it could be kind of like a collage of pictures from my videos, or just a little bit of that, a little bit of this. And for the next support you give amount, you get to shows for one video different triggers. So let's say that you want a tickle video, tickle, then you will, if you pay that amount, you will get to shows that for that month's Patreon video. And I will also start and write down in the description who has wished for the different triggers, if you want that. If you want to be anonymous, then of course you can be that. And for the highest price, and I don't remember exactly what it is, but it is in my Patreon page, you get a direct video. Yes, you just have the choice to, shows a character or shows a kind of video you want. If you want me to tap on stuff, then I'll do that. If you want some of my characters like Vlad or Alexis or Pusey or anything, I will do that. So that's for the Patreon thingamoy. And I want to state this very clearly. I'm not doing this ASMR thing for money. I'm doing it because I genuinely want to help people feel good, just the way that ASMR has helped me feel good. But it costs. I'm not going to lie. I could, of course, just tap on a box of toothpicks in every video, or a spray bottle. But I feel that I don't want to do that. I want to be creative, and I want to do role plays and invent new characters, and for that I need props. And yeah, I'm a poor guy. I'm not ashamed of it, because I'm ill and I have only my, well, security, social security money and stuff. But I will either way continue to do ASMR videos. It doesn't matter if I don't get a cent, I will still do them. But it's great to be able to, well, you know, upgrade, give you better sound, give you better picture, you know. Anyway, so that's the Patreon thing. And third, I have my PayPal donation also in the description. That's it for the boring parts. What have I planned for the near future? Well, as you know by now, I have my Vampire the Masquerade series, which I love very much. It's a game that I played so much, and as far as I know, the only two ASMR artists who are doing Vampire the Masquerade videos is me and Indigo Stars. And I have always felt, you know, Indigo is such a wonderful creator, and she has such imagination. So I have always seen her series as the serious one, you know. And my series are more like the scary movie parody, because I'm trying to make them both funny and intriguing. So that's a series that I'm going to continue, of course. And now I think I got it right, because I have tried different approaches, because I really want to make videos set in the universe of World of Darkness. But I haven't really felt like I have found the exact characters that I want to have in those videos. So I had like 2 series. The first one, I don't remember even what it was called. I just called it Vampires, I think. Then those videos are deleted, by the way. I don't know why. I just got a mental breakdown and deleted them. I'm so sorry. But my second series, which was called A World of Darkness and Magic, which are still on my channel in a separate playlist, was the, shall we say, the beginning of this new series that I have. The characters from that series have moved over to the one that's just called Vampire the Masquerade Roleplays. And they are basically the same characters as they were in the previous series, but all those storylines kind of connected together in the final episodes of that series. So this is something you can watch without having to watch any other vampire series of mine, or episodes or stuff. I will try to focus. There is a connection between all the episodes, of course, you know. It's basically about this building where there are several vampires living. I got the idea from the awesome movie What We Are Doing in the Shadows, I think it's called. What We're Doing in the Shadows, or something like that. And that's a comedy, kind of like a documentary about vampires living in a house. They are friends, but in my case, it's kind of like an apartment block, and we have Orloff Nosferatu, who lives in the sewers beneath the building. We have Vladislav, which is a Tsimichi vampire, which means that he is basically evil, but he's trying to fit in into the normal society, and he's trying to not be bad. Or is he? Perhaps a plot twist will come. Anyway, he has a roommate, which you know who it is, but he hasn't really been involved in the what's it called, in the storyline, which is Alexis the Malkavian, who was basically based on Indigo Star's Alicia in the beginning, but he took a life of his own, and I'm sweating like hell because it's so hot. But he's going to move in with Vladislav because Vlad can't pay the bills himself. He needs money. And I think I will come up with some funny intrigues between those. And there's also a bouncer, because in the town, which is in perhaps Sweden or another country which we have no name for, but this city is ruled by the Prince Leicester, which is flamboyant. He's a power-hungry prince. He thinks himself as the king of the world, more or less. And he's very decadent, and he's naughty. And his morality isn't especially high, I think. But anyway, his bouncer, which is played occasionally by Janetska, is also living in the apartment block. And she is kind of like a guest star, should we say, in the series, which will show up from time to time. In short, you know. And she lives in the apartment too, in the building block. And also we have Destiny, which is a Theodore vampire, I think. And he is like obsessed with beauty, and he wants to create art, and he's, well, you guess, you know what I mean. And upstairs above Vlad there is a character who I haven't really gotten into yet. I don't really know who it is, but he's kind of like a magic juicer. And now I don't remember if it's Tremere or Magic, who works with blood magic in the World of Darkness series. I don't remember. It could be the other ones, which I don't remember either. It's so hot. Anyway, that series will continue. And yeah, someone asked me about Pusey, the cat vampire, or the gangrel. His storyline pretty much took an end in the last series, when he became king of the gangrels in his territory. So I invented another one which has kind of like snake-like features. But Pusey will show up from time to time in his own series, kind of. He's still a gangrel vampire, but he's the child-friendly vampire who just wants everyone to feel good and show them stuff that he have found out in the forest and help people who are lost and stuff like that. So he will show up from time to time. My Dr. Wagner series has kind of been on hold for a while, I think. Because, you know, how many examinations can he do? I think he's done nose, his eyes, ears, mouth. Brainwashing, I think he did. But Dr. Wagner will probably show up also. And we have Dr. Wee Wondercut, which is the scary version of Dr. Wagner. I would say that he is the evil soul of Dr. Wagner, perhaps, I don't know. And he kind of exists in the twilight of my Vampire the Masquerade series. He can show up and examine a vampire or something like that in some episode. But nobody really know. He's a ghost kind of demon, but yeah. And we have Hungry Tongue. I was going to say Hungry, which were a vampire in the last series. She's not a vampire anymore. In fact, she brags about being in a vampire series where she played a vampire. But she will come back time to time and do some highly questionable things, I think. What else do I have? Well, we have the casual ASMR videos, like I was going to say Slender Man, but he's called the Slumber Man. He has just a dark mask and says nothing and just taps on stuff, and then of course I'm going to do the occasional show and tell video, unboxing videos, rant videos like I'm doing now, and this turned out to be very long. I hope I don't bore you to death. It would be better if I bored you to sleep, because I want you to sleep and feel relaxed. I hope my voice is relaxing. Some people say my voice is relaxing, but I haven't really thought about it. I don't get ASMR from my own videos. And of course the Joker videos will turn up from time to time, because that's actually my most popular character, which is kind of sad because it's not my character, even though I'm trying to make him in a way that no one makes him. A kind of blends from Jack Nicholson to Why So Serious, and to all the other Jokers around. Jared Leto, I haven't really heard him yet, so I can't, but I kind of have grown to not like his makeup. Anyway, this wasn't supposed to be so long. I was just bored and I wanted to give you kind of like an update on the Patreon stuff. And yes, I also play Pokemon Go, but I'm not an active player. Just wanted to address that. Since it's such a huge thing these days. These days I'm lisping. Hello, it's me, Pusey. Alright, wherever you are in the world, you know that I love you, and I really mean it, because you give me so much support and joy, and your comments are so awesome. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. And if you like my little madness, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you like something, feel free to share. Well, love you guys. And remember, there can't be any light without darkness. Have a good night's sleep.